So there's that. There's that.
There we go. Flag it up.
All right. I don't know if it is though. Hmm. Just give me 1 second. Oh, yep. It does say live. Cool. All right. Nice. Yep. So we are there. All right. Nice. All
Live
right.
on YouTube.
Yeah, we are live on YouTube. Let me do this real quick. We'll do episode. Talk. Make that a little bit bigger, I guess. Try to bring it down.
States went in, and we went in.
All right, and we'll hit the. All righty, there we go. I think we are good to go. Yes, sir. We'll just pull that down. All right. All right, big dog. So we got some hot topics today.
Look at this. Pops up first thing on here.
You said
I just
what?
pulled up. I just pulled up YouTube, and it's the first thing that pops up.
Dude, hell yeah. You could be the first viewer.
Look at that. Yeah, I'm flipping myself off.
AJ, catch.
Nice.
All
Awesome.
right.
Hey,
Dude, that's
there.
awesome.
First. Yeah, we're starting. Yeah. Oh, you're not in the background. Nobody can see your crusty butt.
All righty. Well, tell Megan we all said hi.
Uh,
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Oh man, my bad. I'm overtaken by the whole it's on right now. Dude, it's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. All right. So, welcome to Huddle Up. We have all your news. We got all the good stuff. We go over our topics. We go over our opinions. We go over pretty much everything that you want to hear when it comes up to the NFL game day, to your fantasy lineup. We have it all. We do it all. And that is that. All right, Jake, first things first. Dude, why is Cam Newton and Stephen A being turds to Drake May?
well, we all know why Cam Newton is. Like, let's be
Look.
realistic.
Let's and I'm gonna throw this out there real quick. Cam Newton and it's straight, dude. It comes off straight jealousy. It comes off straight jealousy. With Stephen A, I don't know what his ordeal is. Drake May was brought up about first take.
He just likes to
It
stir the pot. Stephen A. just
hundred
likes to
percent,
stir the
a
pot.
hundred percent. But it's always with quarterbacks that are like potentially going. He did the same thing with Joe Burrow. He did the same thing with Justin Herbert. He's doing the same
Yeah,
thing because you know not calling the elephant out in the room, but it's always these white young guys that just seem to like start kicking off. All right, like he never had a doubt about Lamar Jackson. He never
yep,
had a doubt about Mahomes.
yep,
Granted, to be fair, no one really had a doubt about Mahomes, even in that one
yeah,
preseason game that we saw when Alex
yeah,
Smith was still starting.
yeah,
But you got you got Stephen A. and Cam Newton kind of talking their smack, but in reality, come to find out, it was just Drake May was like, hey, like someone brought up first take. Oh, what do you think about what do you think about your or the way they view you on first take? And he essentially was like, I don't know what that is. And then
yeah,
Stephen A. got butthurt because he's like, oh, what do you mean that this is the number one show and whatever, blah blah blah
yeah,
blah. And then Cam Newton put in his 2 cents. I don't mind Stephen A.'s output as far as that because Stephen A.'s always been a defensive guy. He's always fighting off his back. He doesn't really step into things versus always responding. Like that's why he always has the one up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He always got a one up on somebody because he's always responding. He doesn't really put it out. It's kind of like Eminem and the whole rap stuff. They always confront him, and then he puts out something better or he puts out something
yeah,
like, he's got the snappy comebacks. Meanwhile, Cam Newton, my guy, you threw for like 2,200 yards that season. Drake May's already surpassed you in touchdowns, interceptions. He still has less than you of that season of the 2020 season. Like, just shut up, just stop, calm the beef. I thought that was funny when I read it this morning. Over when it come to find out, like I thought like Drake May said something about it, but dude, like Drake May is one of those guys that he's just incredibly humble. So like with him like starting anything the way they said he did, I was like something's up. Like something's got to
Yeah,
be off. Like somebody had to misinterpret something or whatever the case. Um
yeah,
if we can steer away from that, I would like to go over kind of the bigger topics in the room for me mainly. Dude, Jacob Notch, you let's say you're the head coach. Houston Texans call you right now. They say, "Mr. Jake, we love the resume, right? What are you doing with that quarterback room when you get there? How is it going to look? Are you throwing CJ Stroud in, who has had 8 games, 1,700 yards, 11.5 on the touchdown interception ratio, and is 93%? Or are you throwing in Davis Mills, keeping him in, 879 yards, 5-1 touchdown interception ratio, 3 games in, 83% completion rate. Or I'm sorry, passer rating. And then CJ Stroud's was 93% passer rating. What are you doing? How you handling it?
listen, I am a firm believer. Now, I want to make this clear. This Houston Texans team, it is CJ Stroud's team. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is the face and the future of that franchise. But when push comes to shove, I'm a firm believer that you ride the hot hand.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
I'm a firm believer in that. Whether no matter what the sport is, I say it all the time. When I was watching the World Series this year, there was times where I'm a Dodger fan. There's times where our starting pitcher is 6 innings deep, and it's like he's still going strong, and then all of a sudden he gets pulled, and then all of a sudden, boom! Now our bullpen just gets unloaded on. Ride the hot hand. I think Davis Mills is the starting quarterback right now. I think you get CJ healthy, plain and simple. It until Davis really starts to go on the decline, whether it's this year or whether you let him finish it out or just let him finish it, come another game out. Really let CJ get healthy because they're making a playoff run right now. They're in
100%.
they're in the hunt.
They're
They're
three
they're
straight. They're three straight.
three straight right now, three
Five
and
and
0,
five.
5-5. They're right there. Now they're not going to win their division. It's just not going to happen.
You got the Colts
But
that are
that's
too hot.
okay.
You
But
got
that's okay. The Jags are good. The
yeah,
Colts are too hot right now. You're not winning your division. You're going for that wild card spot. And
100%.
it's up for grabs. Like it is there. It's in
Now,
your grasp.
mind you though, this year in the NFL is the most inconsistent year I've ever seen in my life.
Yes,
Other than
100%.
the one year that the Steelers went 11 and 0 and then lost first round in the playoffs,
Hmm.
we are at a complete inconsistency. So
Yeah.
this Colts offense and Colts team, they could completely break down. There's plenty of
Yeah.
football left though, where
Yeah.
we've seen them break down twice. And it wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, that team was better than me. They shut themselves down.
Yeah.
When the
100%.
offensive line does not get the push, when Jonathan Taylor, it is very rare that he gets held up in one position or in the next, meaning either he's receiving the ball or he's running the ball. But either way,
Yeah.
he's getting production.
Yeah.
But when Daniel Jones fumbles constantly, when Jonathan Taylor has a fumble that game as well, there was somebody else. I think it was Pittman or Pierce. One of them had a fumble. When you have complete mental breakdowns like that, and mind you, they have one of those possessions back to just score a touchdown, the
Yeah.
game's over. They win, but they
Yeah.
didn't, and that's where I think the league itself is just like, as much as I don't see it happening, dude, if I'm on the Texans team, if I'm the coach, if I'm the fans, I am riding this hot streak and I'm immediately saying, "Hey, we have a chance to win our division." Like I'm
Yeah.
not putting anything out until you are eliminated from that position.
Now they are eliminated from that position. I don't.
They are?
They're not. They're well, no, but they're not
Oh,
going
no,
to
no,
win
no,
the
no. That's
division.
what I mean, though.
But
Is
they're
like,
not. But
I don't
yes.
see them winning the
But
division, but
yes.
anything can happen.
But
Anything can
it's
happen.
the best part is it's one game at a time right now. The playoffs are in their grasp. They're only what, 2 games behind, something like that. 3 games behind, maybe if
The
that.
Colts
I mean, let's
are
see. Well, I'm not talking.
they.
I'm not worried about the division. I'm worried about
Oh,
playoffs.
okay.
Division that don't mean shit right now. Division will come. Let's make the playoffs. Like that's the thing. Let's find out right now.
Yeah, look that schnutz up.
AFC
Because I know
playoff picture.
they're with the Chiefs right now, right? At 5-5.
Yeah, there's like 3 teams right now. I think at 5-5
But wouldn't
that are
that put
sitting
the
there. Let's see.
one sec? We got Z Smitty 5001 first place right now in my 10-man PPR league. Today is the trade deadline. Drake London owners
No,
panicking bad. Here,
so you got Texans at
we'll
six
touch
and
on that.
five.
Z Smitty, one sec, bub.
Yeah, you got the Texans at 6-5 right now. They're sitting at that 8 spot. So and they're right behind the Jaguars, 1 game behind the Jaguars right now. Jaguars are sitting at 6-4. Texans are at 6-5 on the bubble right there. So they're right there. So they're and then you have the Chiefs and the Ravens right there at 5-5.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
so they're
it's a
there.
run, dude. It's a run.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake,
Yeah.
one sec. We have our
Yep. Go
first
ahead.
commentator, and I
Go
didn't
ahead.
mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Nope. You're good.
Z Smitty 5001. He says, first place in my 10-man PPR league. Today is the trade deadline, and the Drake London owners panicking bad. What, if any, would you offer him from the team below? I believe he's saying. We have Jacobs, CD, Rome, Bowers, Chase Brown, Bucky Irving, Addison, Gadsden, Corum, Algier, Dart, Jaden Reed. And he's pretty much saying he has to include Chase Brown because that's who he desperately wants. He can't trade Bucky. Drop likely to be back. Okay. Yeah, dude. Okay, so pretty much from what I'm seeing there, Jake, can you see the comments on your side?
No, I don't have it. No, I don't have it.
Okay, I got it
I
pulled
don't
up on
have
my
it pulled
phone
up.
and on here. So Z Smitty. So pretty much what he's saying is the Drake London dude is panicking. I believe what Smitty is also saying is that he wants Chase Brown. Smitty has Chase Brown, so he wants to include him. Honestly, Smitty, if you have, I don't know if this is a dynasty or a 1 year league, but if it's a 1 year league, my man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm throwing in Romeo. I'm throwing in a Dunze. I'm gonna beef it up too. I would throw in Chase Brown and a Dunze. Yeah, because Jaden Reed is still out.
Well, a lot of those guys are out this week.
Yeah, on buys.
Well, no, just a lot of guys are out in general.
Oh, on injuries.
So yeah, so
But I really
Reed
don't
is
want. I don't trust Rome if I want to make a championship run. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I would throw him. I would keep Chase Brown there. I would try to do. Just talk to him. I would do a 1-for-1. I would try to do Chase Brown if he really wants Chase Brown. I would do a London. Let me see real quick.
well, I think Drake London's out as well.
Yeah, he is out. But no, that'll help him though. If this guy's trying to make a championship run, he can get a 1-for-1 swap for someone who I could probably put money that he's going to get points throughout the rest of the season versus Chase Brown, who is crazy inconsistent. That's going to help this guy's trade though.
Right.
Tell me if I'm wrong though. I'm not trying to screw our first actual dude. All right, so it is a 1 year league. He's out right now. It's showing. Let's see. So it says he's not expected to play on Sunday. He remains hopeful for the return next. So you have a potential 2 weeks that Drake London might not play, though, bro. So keep
Yep.
that in mind. You have a potential 2 weeks. Do we know why he is out? For some reason, he
His
is
I believe it's his knee.
knee.
I believe. Let's see. Yeah, knee.
It's not giving me. This is freaking phenomenal. So here's what I would do, big dog. You have a potential 1 week and has Kirk, so he's going to be far more inconsistent. But he just has a ton of running backs. Hmm. Kirk Cousins will be inconsistent. Make no mistake. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if he's gonna be inconsistent, it will not be with Drake London. Drake London is a dog. Drake London has shown numerous times again that he plays the short routes, medium and long or deep balls. He plays them perfectly. If there's a receiver that you were worried about, I would say more Darnell Mooney on that side. I wouldn't trade for him. Like obviously, he's the inconsistent one. You got Bijan Robinson, who is what if Jaden Reed is good though? No, no, hold on
He's
to Jaden
not.
Reed.
Yeah.
Hey, is he gonna be out the rest of the season?
No, no, he's already back at practice.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, dude, that's what I
sorry.
thought. I thought I saw that.
Yeah,
No, no, thank
he's
you for that.
but
Don't.
he is out this week.
He's out this week too, so you might as well just take that hit and have Drake London and Jaden Reed if you can snag it. Don't get rid of Jaden Reed. He is the main. When he comes back,
Yeah, he's
it
gonna be
is
the number
going to
one.
be. It's going to be. He's going to be the number one. My guy. He's going to be that guy. I could see Wicks and Romeo Dobbs kind of falling off a little bit with Watson and
Hmm.
him back.
Yep.
So if you do have one of those guys in a 1 year league, try to throw him that trade. Try to beef it up with Romeo Dobbs and Chase Brown. Try to throw a little something else at it. But right now, dude, and tell him that. Tell him that in the league. Hey, Chase Brown's healthy. He's good to go. I'll have to sit out a whole week with this one guy. So, it should be worth the trade. If you need to beef it up even further though, I would throw in Algier. Um, just to kind of get somebody. If you do have plenty of running backs, get them out of the way. I don't see him taking the bait for anybody else except for Bucky Irving, and Bucky, he's a workhorse, dude. I would not. I'm holding on to him
Yeah,
at
he's
least, at
out
least
this
with
week as
Algier.
well.
Yeah, he is. Oh, he is. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah, he's out. There's a lot of big names that are out this
Yeah,
week.
there is. So that's what I would throw at him. I would throw that at him. I would say try to do a 1-for-1 Chase Brown with Drake London and try to beef up Chase Brown's last couple performances to help your situation with as far as Drake London being out. And then I would do if he doesn't take the bait, I would throw in Algier. Or if you want to try to do a sure thing, throw in Algier. But that's what I would do. Um, once again, I know Kirk. I know Kirk is. I know he's also inconsistent, but I don't see him being inconsistent with Drake London. And I only say that because this week we know Michael Penix is from last week. We know he was out, right? So that means Kirk Cousins is in there. He is practicing first team. He is getting those reps in, which is very important this time of the
Yes.
season. But with me also saying that, it's not like him coming out of into the third quarter like Shadur and not
Yeah.
there was just no chemistry. At least this week, Kirk Cousins will have that, and we can uh, we can swing it that way. But yeah, dude, try that. Try Chase Brown for Drake London, a 1-for-1, and then throw in Algier if needed. But I could see that definitely working in your favor. Hey, keep us updated though. Definitely keep us updated. Throw it his way, and if he commits to that, we'll be on. We do a kind of a weekly checkup, and then we do a weekly checkup. So you know, tune back into us and let us know how it went, or if he's not taking the bait, we'll try to get more drastic. But yeah, dude, good. Thank you for throwing that our way. I mean, that's kind of why we're doing a lot of this stuff. If you have questions about it, throw it our way. Not every move that we say to do is going to be the right move. Sometimes it's going to suck. Sometimes you're, you know, you could trade him right now, and then Drake London is out for the season. Who knows? But my thing is, as of right now, that's where it stands. But thank you for commenting on that, big dog. I really do appreciate that. That's good stuff. And you have a freaking pretty loaded team too. If that's the people you're trying to get rid of, Jesus criminy. I know, just golly. Some of these people, some of these people have the best freaking positions. I tell you.
Well, it also depends on, is it a 10-man league, a
No,
12-man league, 8-man league? What is
I
it?
believe. Hey,
What
if you
is
are still listening, Smitty, is it a 10 man, 12 man, or do you got like a fun league? Like we did this league 1 year. It was like what was it, Jake? We had like 6 people in it.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, it
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
Everybody's team was just stacked.
Everybody was loaded, bro. But yeah, dude. Let us know. Keep us updated. Keep us posted, and try to hit that now and come back it later in the podcast and see if he already took the bait. Hopefully, he's not watching either. And if you are watching, take it.
And
Um,
tell your brother to stop being a weenie and texting me.
I know, right? He's texting the group chat.
I know.
He's trying to play.
His he doesn't believe us that we're on here.
It's okay. He could. Hey, tell him to tune in and find out. So hey, since we're on the fantasy football topic, just in case if he does hit us back up with another question, or if somebody else hits us back up, I don't want to, keep going back
Yeah.
from real life to fantasy. So we have our closest game of the week. This week is actually has my brother in it. He won his game last week in a league of our own. I'm gonna sponsor my own league this year. I get it, or this week I get it. Um, we have a league of our own. D Money won 115.67 to John AK 115.54. He won by point 13 points, and that's all because Brock Bowers dropped that final pass from Geno Smith. He had a screen set up, and big man dropped it. It happens. Oh, I'm so sorry. What if Jaden Reed is good? Oh
Well,
yeah,
he
my
will.
bad. I already.
He,
No, my bad. I
you already
reread that on
answered.
my. Yeah. No, and just in case if he didn't hear me on that, Smitty, if Jaden Reed is good, that's even better because then you're going to have at the end of the season when if you're trying to do a championship run, you're going to have Jaden Reed and Drake London with Rome as a backup. You have CD, Josh Jacobs. Dude, your team is stacked. Your team is going to be good as long as they go out and perform the way they need to. So you're fine. You're sitting good. Don't panic. Don't panic. Um oh, and then I figured since we're doing the closest game, we can do the biggest blowout too. So we have the biggest blowout in the league of this is our town. In that league, Belichick's balls had 305 points,
Good Lord.
305.82 points versus Epstein's first client who had 54.46 points.
Yeah.
Dog. And apparently, so I didn't see the pictures of these teams, but apparently on the first client on the first client's team, he had like a bunch of good people. They just they just suck this week.
Jesus,
That's talks of the
please.
trades, talks of the trades. Um or talk on the town. That's from what I saw on the forum. Oh man. So
That is
that's a schmacker right
that,
there.
bro. That is straight belt pass.
Dude,
Uh,
like just imagine sucking in football in real life and then playing fantasy and still sucking.
hey,
Um Also on fantasy news, we've got some hot topics as far as who to be more favorable towards. I'm kind of trying to, reach out onto another subject or section of the cast for this. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe if you have Dallas Goddard or Hunter Henry this week, you need them starting. Jake, you got any takes on that?
um, not really. I mean, I completely agree. Dallas Goddard is a stud. He's a dog.
Well,
And
they're playing
then,
Dallas, one of the worst tight end covering defenses.
right.
And then right below them, two spots, you have Hunter Henry, who's playing the Cincinnati Bengals, also
Yes.
horrible at covering the tight ends. If you have those guys in your lineup, I am telling you, as a huddle up guy, you need to start those guys this week. I believe they might not get you Josh Jacobs 50-point games, but they will definitely get you what you need
Well,
to win.
Goddard is I probably Hurts' number one target
Well,
right now because
the
he
last
doesn't
time that
push
he
the
got
ball down the
32
field.
points, the last time he got
So
32 points, wasn't it against Dallas as well? The first time they played?
probably, yeah,
I
probably,
think so. Yeah,
yeah.
dude. I lost to I forgot who it was that week.
I mean, that was besides the running game. Green Bay had a hard time covering Dallas Goddard.
Yeah.
AJ Brown and
Hey,
Devontae
Green Bay
Smith
is one of the
made a good
better
job.
they're
Yeah,
one of the better covers defensive
but
cover for tight ends.
but but Goddard does a good job of finding a hole and creating space on those linebackers. It's a mismatch. So
Absolutely. And until
definitely,
Trayvon
definitely play.
Henderson picks up consistency, don't get me wrong, he's had many, his speed makes up for whatever the heck just happened 2 plays ago, right? But with Trayvon Henderson, it's one of those things where he needs to pick up more consistency for, I think, Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels to start running that ball, the way they were with Ramondre. They definitely went back from it. And also with Josh McDaniels and Drake May, I don't think he wants to run the ball at all. I think Josh McDaniels wants Drake May to break or to become the MVP for this year. And Hunter Henry is definitely one of his slot guys. He is definitely one of the flat guys that can make it happen. Yards after catch situation. Hunter
Right.
Henry has one of I did not realize how high on the percentages he is on yards after catch compared to everybody. He's like I think 12 or 11, but yeah, when he gets the ball in his hands, he turns it into something. We have for another favorable one, I believe you should start Sam Darnold. They're playing Arizona this week. Sam Darnold's offense with JSN, they cannot be stopped. They still have, even with Michael Pittman and Daniel Jones, there was a couple weeks that they kind of got held to a standstill. That's where Jonathan Taylor he did his thing, but with Sam Darnold, he has not slowed up to the extent of like worrying at all. So I think Sam Darnold is a clear pick for if you have him in a two quarterback league or even the one. I would throw
Yeah.
him in there against Arizona. I don't. I mean, if Dak Prescott had a great game against Arizona, I don't see them fixing everything within a 2 or 3 week span. I can see Sam Darnold popping off. Um, I have no idea how to say his name, but the Bears running back, Monajay, however the heck you say his name, I have him. Maybe not as a starter, depending on who your running backs would be, but they're playing the Giants. Giants are a horrible run defense right now. Their front just cannot get their schemes together. Um,
Well, and he's going to be the guy too because both their other running backs are out. Two of
okay,
their other two of their other running backs are out as well.
Swift.
So no, Swift is still in. So Swift will be taking the brunt of the load. But
Okay,
you got like Travis Homer is out, and
okay,
then
got you.
Roshan Johnson is also
Who did
out.
he share? Did he share touches with Hunter?
I
Because
believe
it
Homer.
went Swift as the main one, and then it was those
Yeah,
two guys, right, fighting
I,
it out
I
for number
believe
two.
I believe so. Yes,
I thought so. Okay, I have not. That's my
I
mistake,
haven't.
though. I have not been
I,
keeping up with the Bears this year.
I
I didn't
haven't
even know they were
even.
7 and fucking 3. It
I
is
knew that, but I
phenomenal.
still haven't. I still haven't watched a whole lot of the Bears.
I only watch them when they play the Packers,
Yeah, me too.
or if they're on for Thanksgiving. Somehow, them and the
Yeah,
Lions always seem to squeak on.
seriously.
I have also on here Singletary would be a good last minute option for the Bears. The Bears, Singletary had a breakout game last week. Him and Jameis Winston definitely are. Jameis Winston is definitely linking up with like the more of the screen slot guys out of the percentages when it comes to downfield shots.
Yeah,
Singletary, everybody can put all the smack they want on this dude. He's still a great running back. He's still a phenomenal running back. It doesn't look like he lost his step from last year or I think it was a couple years ago when he was with the Texans. It doesn't look like he lost his step at all. I would have him in there as a good last minute option. I'm not saying I would start
yep.
him over anybody, but if you have somebody on bye, I don't think throwing him in there will really hurt. I believe last week
No,
he got 18 points. Um,
yeah,
and,
no,
and
yeah.
that
When I
was
was
all
against
mainly
Green
from
Bay.
that was all mainly from screens, dump
Hmm.
downs, and that's just where they
Yep.
accumulated. So I think it'll be a good move. Also, going along with the Bears at Arizona. Um, wait, DJ Moore is he with the Seahawks?
Uh, that is a guy that has completely fallen off. I have no idea where he went. I've no, I do not know.
I do not know either. I'm gonna look that up right now. DJ Moore, wide receiver. No, he's with Chicago. Okay, yeah, he's with Chicago. Okay, yeah. So this week it could have been another receiver. I just wrote down the wrong one. DJ Moore's playing Pittsburgh this week. I would not start him. Don't even have him on your bench. Um, I don't really see DJ Moore popping off anything. He does have a couple good games though too.
Yeah, he does.
Oh
He's
yeah, yeah, no, no.
a
He's pretty popping
he's
off.
he's solid. He's a solid receiver.
You look at those targets too. Fuck, freaking 7-4, 5-3, 6-5. Yeah, he's getting seen. Dang though, week 10 against the Giants, 4 targets, no receptions, no points. Period. I guess that's where my red flag would be for DJ Moore. Dang, dang that that kind of blows on that one. Holy schmackies, Jake, are you in the any leagues this year?
And not. No, I'll grab it after this. It's in my truck
Bam, bam. All right,
on the
and then we had
podcast. Say hi to Uncle Noah.
what's up, buddy? He's like, I don't know that dude. I'm not talking to that guy. And then we got rate these trades. So we had a couple trades back then. I was wanting your input, Jake. One of the ones is about Chase Brown. So we had
Hmm.
a guy who traded Chase Brown for Keenan Allen and Aaron Jones. Would you not take that trade? Rate that trade? What you doing in that situation?
That's a tough one, just because.
So real
He,
quick, I rated it C minus, and I voted I would not make that trade.
so 5 years ago, that's a steal.
Oh, beyond a steal, beyond.
But now, with how old those two guys are, how injury prone those guys are,
Yep.
I would have to go. I would have to, yeah, I'd have to go with a C minus as well for the sole reason of their lack of production. So whoever, good on whoever fleeced that and got Chase Brown because they dumped two below average players as of right now.
And actually, we'll pull it up on the trade right here. Yeah, it was one. It was in my league. It was Shuck It and then To the Moon. Um, Essentially, the Shuck It dude traded those two guys to the Moon for Chase Brown. Yo, dude, I was about to be like, Jake, I think your house is haunted, bro.
It
I
is.
just saw the eyes up at first. Oh man, but but yeah, no, I rated that one a C minus. I wouldn't do that one personally. It's just more of a like you said, man. And those guys, they had a couple good games. Aaron Jones has had a good game here and there. I haven't seen anything consistently from them. They're definitely not anybody. And one cool thing on the sleeper app too, and I don't know how many people that are watching it right now use this thing, but on the sleeper app you can look at like who's trending, right? And Jake, are you watching on YouTube?
Negative.
Okay,
I got all this stuff pulled up.
I got you. So pretty much on the sleeper, you can look at who's trending upwards, downwards. Like right here, they got trending down. Sam Laporta obviously hurt, and then Joe
Yeah, he's out for the
Flacco.
season.
Yeah, you got Parker Washington, Zach Ertz, all those guys trending down. Then you have the whole list of trending up. It's pretty cool. And one thing I've never really seen on here, because I'm more of an analytics guy, I'm gonna go off of what the numbers say. I go off of somebody who, okay, cool, it's a divisional game. Saquon Barkley. The last 2 times, I look at stuff like the last 2 or 3 times he played the Giants or played the Cowboys. How did he do versus the last 3 games in general? Because the last 3 games are completely different than like a divisional. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people break the analytics down like that. But one thing about this that's really cool is that it kind of gives you the trend, so you can kind of compare it a little better. That's kind of where I was going with it. Obviously, Sean Tucker's up at the top right now. That dude popped off last week for Tampa Bay. Yoshi Voss is up there for Cincinnati. Did he pop off? A little bit. But yeah, no, they got a bunch of trendings and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
Another
I got
one.
it pulled up now.
I'm not going to give you my grade on it. But Jake, I So this trade is mine. I traded Tyjae Spears, the running back for the Titans, and a third round pick for Tyler Show for the Saints. Rate that for me. Tell me your thoughts.
Um,
Go ahead and delete your browsing history.
let's see. Um,
One thing I will say, I don't know how long it says I've been up and at it.
you said you did what? You did Tajay Spears
35 minutes. Okay, not bad.
and a third round for Tyler Show.
Yeah.
Um,
Reasoning
now,
reasoning
yeah,
being
let's see what. Yeah, what's the reasoning behind it?
Tyler Show for the first two games he was in. Um, here, let me go to it. Let me go down to him. Where's Tyler Show? Where you at, big boy? There you are. I was supposed to have him for this week, but I had to start Davis Mills. I went ahead and threw him in there first. But with Tyler Show, one thing he has definitely shown is he is very accurate when it comes to anything within 10 yards. Obviously, that's how he should be, but you'd be amazed on the percentages on some of these quarterbacks, right? He had, let me find the completions and attempts. So his first full week, he had
Yeah, 56%, 62%, 70%. So
yeah, so he's
he's
getting up there.
consistently getting better.
His
He's
yards are
consistently getting
increasing.
better.
They increased from the last 2 weeks from 176 to 282. His
Hmm.
completion percentage went up from 27 attempts to 19 completions. No touchdown or two touchdowns last week. He's just showing improvement. And me
Yeah.
as a guy who I only have Jalen Hurts and Bo Nix in a two quarterback league though, two quarterback league to play at once. I have Bo Nix and Jalen Hurts, so I wanted an extra quarterback.
Yeah.
I have Davis Mills, who obviously I started, but he is obviously the backup to C.J. Stroud. When C.J. comes back in, I don't see Davis keep playing, and I kind of needed someone to ride out this last bit of the season because this week is the Broncos bye week. So I made that trade in regard to that. Now, if you look at Tyjae Spears, he's kind of more on the down track. He's kind of more on the fall. I didn't like giving up a third round pick, but I do feel like if the Saints do go one way, I don't see them sticking with Rattler. I don't see them sticking with Show
Now,
either. But next year, if they do, I don't know their draft picks, and I got to look them up. But next year, if they do stay with somebody, it's going to be Show. Tyler Show is going to stick around,
yeah.
especially if he finishes out the season the way he has, man. Like if he kind of just keeps this average stuff up, I don't see him. I don't see them just getting somebody else for him. Um,
No, that's a pretty good matchup too. They're playing Atlanta. So I think that's a favorable matchup for show.
yeah,
So I would I'd probably rate that a C plus, a B minus, somewhere around
okay.
there. You know, not
I had a B B plus.
just because of the player. You know, you're not.
Exactly.
It's if Tyler Show is let's say it, he's a nobody right now.
100%.
But we saw the stats. He's consistently getting better. And those last three games were tough games. Tampa Bay, Rams, Panthers. Those are
Exactly.
three really good and good football teams. So
100%.
and with him consistently getting better, and now this would be your make or break week for him. If he doesn't go out there and showcase something that he can throw the ball consistently and play and get better, then it's going to trend towards a D.
100%.
You know what I mean? Because it's Atlanta. Atlanta's bad. They're not a good football team.
It depends
You
on
have
what
to go.
Atlanta you get, though. It depends on
Well,
what Atlanta you get. Oh, okay. Yeah.
defensively is complete. I don't. It's not about them winning the ball game. I'm not
Nope.
worried about. I'm worried about him as an individual going at because he's still got weapons. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
he might not have a couple people because I think Kamara is questionable. Let's see, I got it right here. Um,
Oh, work with me a little bit, guys. I do not have Zoom full yet or the upgraded stuff, so I am dealing with having to keep add him back in. Give me 1 second. I promise after this week we'll get it. I didn't know this is the route we were going to go as far as the video calls, so please work with me on that. We're getting all that hashed out as far as we go. Sorry
And
about
we're
that. I
back
forgot
from our sponsors, World's Smallest
100%.
Condom.
Yeah.
All right.
Trash. That's what it is.
Anyways, before I was really interrupted by Zoom,
100%.
um, no, so Brandon Cooks is out for personal reasons,
Yeah.
and then Alvin Kamara is questionable with an ankle injury. Now he'll probably play. Um, so, like I was saying, he needs to show out. Plain and simple. He's
100%.
gotta have a good game. Um, but I definitely think that's a good trade. I do. I C plus B minus as of right now could
I'll take that.
could jump to a B plus for sure or drop.
Well, that's what I'm
It's kind
saying
of a
is
coin. It's kind of
I
a coin
feel
flip.
like the highlight of
So,
this would be a B plus because he is just
mhm,
going to sit on my bench for the most part unless he starts
mhm,
showing the hell out. Let's not
mhm.
let's understand it though. He's in a divisional game with also Carolina, Tampa
Yeah,
Bay, but also Atlanta. They don't have the hardest schedule. The
nope,
games are hard because of the team they have. That's
right,
not the same. Not the same thing at
right,
all.
yeah.
So yeah, I think the highlight, the most it would be a B plus, lowest would be a D minus. But at the same time, like I said, if he comes in, shows up, cool. If he doesn't, kick him to the curb, work on next year's draft, and I'm sure I can
But
swing
hey,
somebody.
this is fantasy. So,
Exactly.
as long as he puts up points, that's all that matters.
I don't need no
That's all that
wins. I
matters.
don't need no crazy
Okay,
stuff.
cool, good, go.
So,
But let your brother out.
but yeah, no, that's what I was thinking
What
too.
else you got for me?
Oh, that one. So that was kind of it on the trades. I'm gonna try to see
Yeah,
if we can get more interaction, or if I can look up some like crazy trades that I see on what you call it, Facebook or anything, or any of the forums that I'm in. Sleeper. We'll do the trends for now. Alrighty. Oh, and before Z Smitty had to interrupt us earlier. So we made it very clear. C.J. Stroud, that's his team. Davis Mills. Our thing was kind of on the
ride,
whole ride the hot hand,
ride a hot hand.
see what he can do. Like you said, also, what is C.J. Stroud's injury? Is it a concussion?
Yes, I believe that's what he was out for was concussion.
Because Jaden Daniels was the elbow
Is the
that got
was the
sent
elbow?
back to hell. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. For some reason, I keep mixing those guys up.
yeah.
For now for Davis Mills, that's what we kind of said on the team or on that aspect. I'm gonna throw you in another scenario. Mr.
Hey, take your
Jake.
brother Pete. Take a potty. Take a pee.
No, you're good. Sorry. Mr. Jake. We
Yes,
just
sir.
handed you the keys to the 49ers. What are you doing?
I mean, there's no riding the hot hand there anymore. Mac Jones did his thing. Brock Purdy came in, had a really good game. They won. You stick with your starter. I was
That's
the
fair.
sole believer. I was the sole believer of the same concept. Ride the hot hand. Mac Jones is doing his thing for you guys. He's showing that he's doing his thing. But like we discussed last week, you paid Brock Purdy all this money. You have
Yep.
Brock Purdy for another like 5 years. So you can't not play him.
Now,
But like
with
I
this
said,
aspect,
yeah, go ahead.
are you throwing in? My bad. There was a little delay right there.
Yeah, you're good.
Are you throwing now? If I'm the 49ers, I'm immediately looking for draft picks. I'm looking for something that'll benefit my team because having two number one caliber quarterbacks does not benefit me at all. At the end of the day, it's awesome that you have that thing, but does it really benefit you?
I
So
don't think you
now,
worry about that right now.
well, no,
I
no,
don't think that's on their mind right now. I
no.
think once the
After the
off
fact,
season
though,
comes around,
yes,
for sure. For
I'm
sure.
hitting up the Falcons for Mac Jones. I'm hitting up obviously the Browns or whoever has like decent picks also, you know,
Hmm.
for it. But at the same time, it's one of those things too where you do like, yeah, it's cool to look at it like that, and that's where a lot of people on like some of these forums were talking like, okay,
Yeah.
what can we do with Mac Jones or Brock Purdy? You can pull if somebody can match the cap space, like if somebody can match the contract, which there's only like five teams that can, and they all have solid quarterbacks.
Yeah.
If you can match it, you could pull two or three first round, second rounds, whatever, and that's cool as like a concept to think about. But that's
Yeah.
such a fantasy way to look at it. At the end of the day, too,
Yeah.
you have Mac Jones who stepped in as a backup, did his thing, had a phenomenal, 8 game run. He had 2,151 yards. He went 13-6 touchdown to interception ratio, and he had a 97 rating, 97% quarterback rating. That's phenomenal for a backup. And
Yeah.
I believe what was it? He went 6-2, maybe I
I,
think.
I believe so. Yeah.
I
Something
think
like that.
five and
Yeah.
three, 6-2 around there.
Yeah.
So he's winning. You have such a diamond in the rough dynamic right now with having Brock Purdy and Mac Jones on your team. So my thing is, my opinion is, I would ride that, keep it until, like, if someone throws you an offer, cool, entertain it. If it fits what you were trying to do with your team, cool, do it. Like, quarterbacks will always be there. You'll always have a draft with a quarterback, always. But at the end of the day, are you going to have a draft with a quarterback that did what Mac Jones did? And I don't think people aren't seeing what Mac Jones really did as far as, like, oh, cool, he went in there and he won some games, cool. But at the end of the
Yeah.
day, when's the last time a backup really came in? Look at Jake Browning. Last year, he came in, he filled in, and he did his thing. This year, he fell off. He fell off so hard. He he fell off so hard they brought in a 40-year-old to do the job. So it's like, I don't see Mac Jones falling off. Like, Brock Purdy could get hurt game one next season. I could see the same exact thing happening with Mac Jones. He is very consistent. He's such a well-rounded quarterback, and the Patriots stint is what did him so dirty with people
Yeah.
thinking he's trash. Because even with Jacksonville in those games, he still did pretty good for a backup.
Yeah.
For not getting a lot of the team reps, for not getting a
Yeah.
lot of
And he was on a bad Jacksonville team.
and that, yeah, dude. Like, if he
They
if
they
he
didn't
had that
have they didn't
team.
have yeah they didn't have the weapons that they do
No,
now.
they did not.
And he
If
and
if
he
he
and he
had it,
played well.
if he had that team now, minus
Yeah.
the injuries to, like, Brian Thomas, Hunter, all those guys, holy shnikes,
Yeah.
dude, it'd
Yeah.
be phenomenal. Um, we can go into hot or not. What teams right now do you are you looking at? Hot or not? Give me three and I'll give you three.
Um, Three teams that I think are hot right now. I think the Rams are arguably the best team in football right now.
Absolutely.
Matthew Stafford is playing fucking arguably the best year of his career right now, which is bananas. Thinking year 17 is his best year.
I know, right?
Um,
And the years that
um,
he doesn't even have Calvin Johnson.
yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Um, that's a good job, dude. Good picture, man. Um, let's see. Who else do I think is hot? Um, I still got to run with the Colts. I still think the Colts are a hot team.
Absolutely.
They really had one bad game, and they still were in the game the most part, against the Steelers.
Yep.
But I still think they're arguably one of the best teams in the NFL. Um, and then, as much as I hate to say it, the Bears. The Bears are hot. As a
100%.
Packer fan, it sucks, but the Bears are hot.
Hands down.
They're. I don't think I don't think they're as good as everybody as their record, but they're winning games. They're winning close games. They're making comebacks. They're winning on last second field goals. They're
And
doing what needs to be done to win, and that's
yes.
all that matters.
And isn't it crazy though
Um,
too? A year or two ago, when the Chiefs were winning by 2, by 3 points, by barely anything with no time left.
yeah,
Remember when it's like, oh, you can't ever count the Chiefs out. You can't count
yeah,
the Chiefs out. The Chiefs are this, the Chiefs are that.
yeah,
Oh, the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. Now all of a sudden it's like kind of what you said, not fully, but
yeah,
it's kind of like the aspect of, like, okay, the record says one thing. Then you look at all these analysts. Oh, they're not
yeah,
like that. They're not 7-3
yeah,
in my eyes. They're not this. They're not that. They're barely
yeah.
winning. They're barely winning. Like, bro, they're barely winning comeback games. Like,
Your record doesn't say
dude,
barely.
exactly,
Your record says this and that. It didn't say
exactly,
7-3, barely won 4 games. That doesn't say
exactly,
that. Doesn't matter.
exactly.
All that matters is getting into the playoffs. That's
I
all that
just thought
matters.
that was
And
funny
I think they got
he
a hot hand.
oh 100%, dude. Caleb Williams, he definitely flipped it. Definitely flipped it around. He might make stupid decisions in the beginning of the game, but he's doing exactly what I want to see a good quarterback do. Okay,
Well,
cool. You just
he, he's he's a lot. He's a lot like a Brett Favre.
100%.
He's going to try to extend plays. He's going to try to make the crazy throws because he's a flashy quarterback. He wants to showboat. He wants to do those things, which is fine. He's a competitor, you know.
100%.
And that's why he's going to make some mistakes here and there, but he's putting up the numbers. This is the Bears team everybody thought was going to be last year when they brought
100%.
in all those guys. They brought in Keenan Allen, they brought in DJ Moore, they brought in so and so, they brought in this guy, that guy, they brought in Swift, they brought in all these defensive guys, and so they're a year older, and it's showing. Um,
100%. My
so
my thing is with Caleb Williams though, he does go for the extensions. He does go for the dynamic plays. He goes for those plays you'll talk about all week. But when they don't pan out, or if something happens to where it's like, okay, that didn't work, does he do it later in the game? No. Okay,
yeah,
cool. They're down 7. Does he do it then? No. He does the reads. He thinks about it, and he actually has the most. I didn't know there was a percentage on this, but one of the forums I was in says they had it was like some real football talk, and it was a percentage of like throwing the ball away versus the percentage of how many people are open that play. And they like broke it down in all their whatever the heck with AI. And essentially Caleb Williams has the best percentage of throwing the ball away with a statistically not open receiver at all. Like percentage wise, no one's open when he throws the ball away. Versus like Drake May, I think he was 13 or 14 on the list. He's had a couple throwaways this year where somebody is open down the field, but he just can't notice it. The pressure, his main guy wasn't there, so like this, what you call it, the scanning, he just missed him or whatever the case. Yeah, Caleb Williams is at the top of that list, dude. So when you have a quarterback that can do that, I mean, as far as the other list though, he does throw the ball into double coverage,
yeah,
top 5 on that, triple coverage as well. Um, there are some plays that people always, or there are some defenses that he has trouble with, but at the end of the day, these defensive coordinators are hiding. They're doing a better job this year that I've seen hiding what they're going to do. They don't just show up in man. It's not the black, blue, and
mm,
orange the way we grew up on football. Oh,
yeah,
2-man zone, 3-man zone blitz. No, it's not like that anymore. You have so many more ways to hide your defense, and this year is phenomenal how they're doing it. And that's
yeah,
kind of why I feel like that's why the Chiefs aren't having much success. You got the Broncos, you got the Colts, you have all these other guys in their division and people they played. They have the defenses to where they can mix and match. Like the Patriots, it looks every play like they're coming at you. Like they have
yeah,
Mike Vrabel, a defensive guy, just he knows where to put the linebackers to where they can get to their zone quick, but show you that up front. So cool. You have your scheme for this way. They're coming around the other way with they love to do the cross fronts, like
right,
those diagonal ones where they crossers. They love to do them. Takes a little time, but when you got Christian Gonzalez, you got Davis the third, you got all these other guys on your outsides. Yeah, they kind of got time to do that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And the
Sorry, and
linebacker car. Oh my bad.
let me backtrack. I'm gonna eliminate the Colts as my hot,
Okay,
and I'm gonna slide in the Patriots there.
that's fair.
I knew I was forgetting somebody. No, I do think the Colts are a hot team, but
100%. But they're hot
but
because of the reasons why they need to be hot. They're hot in the run
right.
game. They have a top
But
five
I just
line.
think
They have
I
the
think the
best running
Patriots are
back.
just I think the Patriots are just beating better football teams,
Yeah.
and I think as of
Well,
right now,
I'm gonna
my
be honest,
prediction
big
is
dog.
Rams Patriots Super Bowl as of right now. As just the way if the season ended right now and playoffs started, those would be my two picks
A
because
hundred percent.
they're playing the best football in the NFC and the AFC.
A hundred
All
percent.
around football. And I'm talking all around football.
No, yeah, absolutely. One of the things too is as a Patriots fan, I love that the Patriots are top, tier. But I'm gonna be honest with the Colts schedule, with the Patriots schedule, with the Broncos schedule. They play hard teams. They all play hard teams. You got the good teams, you got the bad, and they're winning the bad games. They're beating people they need to beat. That's the main
Yeah.
objective. But I'm gonna be honest, dude. Until they get to the playoffs, I think it's gonna be a completely different thing. I think
Oh, 100%.
like if the Colts play the Patriots, the one thing the Colts bring to the table is a phenomenal run game, good pressed slot corners. They bring
You have one
I
of the
forgot
best deep ball threats.
yes, you got Michael Pittman, you got Alex Pierce, Daniel
Yeah.
Jones is I think number 4 on that list as far as deep ball percentage. But then that's where the Patriots come in. You have an okay run game where the Colts they do good against third down backs. Like they stop the third down backs. The speedsters they don't. They have one of the worst percentages, believe
Right.
it or not. So you got Trayvon Henderson, he's the game changer. You got Drake May, who is number 1 on that list for deep ball percentage. That man gets the ball. He has such a beautiful down ball pass.
Yeah.
He is leading all kinds of percentages. But the Colts, the highest quarterback rating that they've played this year was a 101, where it's like Drake May, his lowest is a 99. So it's like when you look at the games, when you look at what's going to be brought into the game versus what is, and then that's another thing too, the Patriots run defense. They stop the fucking run. They put a hold on them, dude. And it's like
Yep.
when you have all these dynamics, it's gonna be those. Oh, Jonathan Taylor breaks one. Oh, Stephon Diggs down the field, he broke one. Yeah, it's gonna be a very. I think it's gonna be like a 10-7 game. I don't think
Yeah.
it's gonna be no. Oh, 28-24. It might be 17-14, but that's I think the highest we're going when it comes down to these kind of games. Same with the Broncos. Broncos, the offense does look like it struggles sometimes, but the defense is where they make it up. That they are a very defensively strong team,
Right.
and the way they can contain the quarterbacks is phenomenal. And the pressure. 80 I think it was 89% of the time when Broncos bring 4 or 5, there's pressure on the quarterback. That's damn near unheard of. Like you're literally saying every
Ish.
play.
Go, go, go,
Oh,
go,
my
go
bad.
relax.
I thought you were talking to me. I was like, "Okay, I'll shush." Um but no, like when you're playing No, my bad. It's like when you're playing uh the Broncos, they do such a good job at getting to the quarterback in that pressure. So it's like and then when you look at the Patriots pressuring percentage, yeah, they have the top 4 line to prevent the percentage, like to prevent the pressure, but they have never played a team that has almost every down brought that pressure. So it's going to be a whole new dynamic. I think we're seeing a complete this is a complete ground zero level regular season, meaning
Right.
you have these teams that are going to get to the playoffs by doing stuff that they will not do in the playoffs. The Colts run the ball heavy. They will not do that in the playoffs. They'll pass, and don't get me wrong, Jonathan Taylor's still going to be that. He's still going to be the gear. Jonathan Taylor will not be the gear unless you know, unless he gets hurt or another ACL or whatever. But you got the Patriots who are like they're more of a deep ball galore. I don't see them throwing the deep ball against some of these teams. They're gonna have to get the ball out quick. They're gonna have to do a lot of snappy stuff. The Broncos, I will tell you, the biggest downfall for them is they need to figure out their offensive identity. They can't keep making these plays happen when it has to happen. They have to
Yeah.
do it when they have to do it on the drives that they get good. Okay, you got the ball on the 40 of the Colts, territory. You have to turn those into points. You cannot fumble. You can't throw the ball away. You can't miss a field goal. You have to turn those into points. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're in for one heck. And even on the NFC side as well. NFC side is just as crazy as our side. I think we're in for a heck of a postseason. Um, for my three hot or not teams, I chose I got the Ravens right now. Hear me out. This is more of a wild card.
Yeah.
This is
Right.
more of a
It
wild
is.
card.
It is. I
Um,
mean, they're what, 4 straight right now?
4 or 5, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Lamar looks good. He looks good. He's back. They're back to using the double tight end set. I got Isaiah Likely on my fantasy. I knew something was up when I started seeing him get points. They're back into the double tight end set. Derrick Henry is back to running north and south, not freaking east to west. And yeah, he does good on the east to west runs. That's where he makes his stiff arms. I get that, but put him up the field. Get him on
Yeah.
a fucking full head of steam up the field, and you're going to see so much more production than left to right. You got Zay Flowers, who's finally doing his thing. He's finally getting down the field. Lamar's finding him in the zones. They're playing it. It's a complete flip from the beginning of the season. If they played the Kansas City Chiefs now versus when they did then, I believe the Ravens would blow them out of the water. They're back to where they were. They're back to where they need to be essentially, and I could see them potentially staying on this streak because they do play the Steelers one more time, I think, and I could see that being the game. They win the division or they lose it in that game. I could 100% see it. So we got the Ravens. I got the Seahawks. I got the Seahawks looking good. I just don't see anyone stopping that JSN Sam Darnold connection. Um, every play it seems like there's a receiver open. Cooper Kupp is getting a lot more touches in the way he's supposed to be doing it. He's been sticking more with the slot, and then with the running back or the backfield, dude. You got Kenneth Walker. You got Zach Charbonnet. That is a powerhouse running back crew. You know what I'm saying? Like they get that like they can really do a lot more damage than what has been done. Unfortunately, their O line it is kind of straggling. I feel like a little bit in these past couple games, just from what I've seen. And then their
Well, so
defense.
I
Oh,
think the
sorry.
only problem I think the only problem with Seattle is they have, I believe, the highest turnovers, the most turnovers this season. And I think Sam Darnold, if yeah, they have 20 turnovers offensively
Uh huh.
as is Seattle. He is responsible for 14 of them.
That's fair.
So I think
Does it say like
that's
interceptions or fumbles?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Well, no,
Interception,
no, no,
fumbles, you're
no,
turning the
no,
ball over.
no, 100%.
But I'm not worried about the touchdown to turnover ratio. I think he is playing very good football. I
Yeah,
think he is. But I think that's going to be their biggest downfall is him not turning the ball over, especially coming in the NFC where you have the Rams and you just lost to the Rams.
yeah,
I think that's the tough part. Now, do I think Seattle is a force to be reckoned with? Yes, I do not want to see them in the playoffs.
yeah.
But I think that is their biggest downfall is Sam Darnold turning the ball over, whether it's a fumble, whether it's an interception, whatever it may be. When you're a quarterback and you and your team has 20 turnovers and you're responsible for 14, that's not a good look.
And four of those came
So,
from the Rams. Four of those
right,
came as
right,
interceptions from the Rams.
right,
Um,
right.
and that
And that's the
that
same
goes
thing with the
in.
Colts with
And
Daniel Jones.
and see, but here's my thing too, and this is why I'm so heavy on their pass game. He is a turnover machine, but he still got 279 pass yards.
Well,
Like
no, and I'm right
it's
there
and
with you
that
on
and
that.
that's where it's
Yes.
like okay, if those even if he doubled down and had 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns, two interceptions, those are still some more yards. He's pushing a 300 plus game. It's
Yep.
that's where I'm riding more on the heavier side for the pass game. They don't really have no run game. They do have good running backs that can push the ball. Like they got 2 third down backs. You don't normally get that. The
Yeah.
defense still they're kind of hitting the stagnant role. So unless they really kind of more or less fall off,
Yeah.
that will kind of be their downfall at that point. But that leads me
Yeah.
into going into the Rams. They're the hottest team right now, dude. They went in
Yeah.
there and dude, you're not labeled an average team and then you make one of the better passing offenses throw 4 interceptions. You just,
Yeah.
the Rams are just. I don't want to play them. I don't want to play them in the Super Bowl. Like, God no. But
Yeah.
at the end of it, I'm gonna ride the Knicks train though. I could see them depending on how their division sets out. If they go to Denver, oh, and I'm so sorry, I completely fucked up on or messed up on the Seahawks one. Their home field advantage. I believe the 12th man sticks around. That their home field is completely different than
Yes.
others that I've seen, and I believe when
Yeah.
it comes down to people's actual fields playing a factor, I don't think anyone will ever be able to touch Seattle's. It's the
Yeah.
loudest in the NFL. It's the rowdiest. Well, not the rowdiest. The Eagles got the rowdiest. But when if it is like a home field advantage for the playoff run, I could see the Seahawks 100% taking that. And you know they win their home games, they lose their away games. At the end of the day, that's what you want to do, right? Like that's supposed to
Right.
be the whole gist of it. But you can't lose to the Rams the way you did. You just can't.
Right.
And that's where I'm leading into the Rams being the powerhouse. I believe it's going to be a Rams Broncos Super Bowl. It's going to be Rams Broncos or Rams Colts. And I say that because it all depends on the division, um, or it all depends on like that divisional round. I feel like if the Broncos can get past the wild card or divisional, whatever the first game they play, if they can get past that game, I can see Sean Payton getting that team figured out, taking them down, and doing something with it. He's done it with Drew Brees. You know, hasn't really done it with the Broncos, but last year that was their kind of ray of hope because they did what was it, wild card loss
Yeah,
last year, so I could see them pushing it further. Cortland Sutton, huge fan of him. I feel like he's getting antsy. I feel like he's getting to the way AJ Brown was, with the
right,
Titans. He wants to
right,
make it happen. He's gonna make it happen.
right.
And if Bo Nix can just locate Sutton just a couple more times, I feel like they could have bigger plays with their quick guys. Troy Franklin, you got number 24 Pat Bryant. Um, you have all these quicksters that are out there, and they're kind of more or less nobodies in the sense, but there's somebody's when Bo Nix gets them the ball. There's yards
Yeah,
after catch, there's big play opportunity, and I feel like that's where it comes down to, that aspect. But I'm kind of seeing a Rams Colts, a Rams 100% for NFC, Colts or Broncos for AFC. But my dream would be a Patriots Packers Super Bowl. I would love to see Jordan Love kind of get his first one at the same time. I would love to see Drake May either get his Super Bowl ring or get an MVP for this year. Hopefully, he can keep up the play. I would like to see one or the two. The offensive player of the year that has to go to Jonathan Taylor or MVP. Like I don't see them
he's
giving
gonna
it if
win
they.
one or the other. He'll win one
Yeah,
or the other.
I just don't see them giving it to him. If Saquon had that year like he'd had last year, I don't see Jonathan Taylor getting it. And I'm strictly basing it off that. I'm not saying it won't happen, but what I'm saying is I would like to see him win MVP because it should be the most deserved thing, not just hey quarterback did this.
Yeah,
They've been putting up these numbers every year. You know, the one year Tom Brady put up 5,000 yards, didn't win MVP. Then Aaron Rodgers puts up 4,800 the next year. Lamar Jackson won MVP. Like what like that's my thing. You see what I'm saying? Is even though the
yeah,
more contributions are there, they're still
yeah.
kind of holding out on some people.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, no, 100%. The Rams are just Sean. Uh, what's his name? Sean, the coach.
For who? For the Rams, Sean McVay.
Sean McVay. That's it. Yeah, dude. McVay's got them looking right. He's got them
Yeah.
looking tight. Um, let's see. Going on to more real football news or real football stuff. I think Shadur is going to have a way better start this season or this next week. He's getting first team reps. He's getting all the goodies. I think we're going to see a side of Shadur that's. I think it's going to be by no means the make or break Shadur that we want to see or not, but I believe it's going to be hopefully a better outcome. But I
Listen,
believe so much more rides on this week with Shadur on going out there and showing what he's got now because the Browns just have too many options. You know what I'm saying? But either way, like we discussed before, now that I'm saying that, you still got Deshaun Watson, who they've already paid. He's got big money coming. You don't just not play that guy. And in my honest opinion, he is not a dude that I'd want Shadur to kind of be behind. Like, yeah, their play style is kind of the same, but I wouldn't want to see kind of Shadur pick up those same bad habits and stuff like that. That's kind of where I'm going on with that one.
yeah. I think Shador. This is a make or break for him. You're playing a terrible Raiders team, plain and
Yeah.
simple. Um, so when push comes to shove, you have to show out. You have no excuse now. You're getting first team reps, plain and simple. Yeah, you got to do your thing. So this is your time to show all the naysayers, hey, I can be the guy. He's not going to be the guy in the future because of the sole reason of Deshaun Watson and everything like that. Paid him all this money, did this thing. He's going to be the starter next year. So you either have to solidify your backup, your I'm going to be the number two, or hey, other teams look at me, trade for me. I can help you out.
Exactly.
So
No, 100% on that. Um, we got Joe Burrow. Is he coming back this week? He's getting close.
say what now?
Joe Burrow. Is
Yeah,
he coming back
he's
this week? Hey, give me one sec.
no. You're
Hey, we're going to take a break from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
all right. Okay. You're okay. Go play. You're okay. Go play. Go play. Go play. Yeah, center. We can just run through the predictions real quick and call it a day. Oh, you're good. Hmm.
All right, we are back. Jake, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, we are going to go ahead and just run through the picks. We are going to end it now. Um, do you want to? Do you got them? Do you got them pulled up the schedule?
I do.
Go ahead and run through them, and then we'll hit them.
So first things first, we've got uh, Steelers Bears.
I got the Bears
Um,
on that one.
I do as well for the sole reason of I don't think Rodgers is playing.
Oh, he's not playing.
I don't think so. He's questionable with with his wrist injury. So,
Got you.
um, but I think the Bears are going to take that one. Next we've got Colts Chiefs. Um,
I got the Colts on that one. They're
so
just
do
too
I.
hot right now.
Yep. Vikings Packers. I've got Packers.
I got Packers,
Giants Lions. They're
Lions.
gonna they're gonna wax that ass. Jets Ravens. I'm taking Ravens on that one.
Oh yeah, Ravens as well.
Pats Bengals. Definitely the Patriots.
I got the Patriots. It's one of those things. If Joe Burrow, I keep seeing stuff about him coming back. I don't know if he's going to be
He's
back
out.
for
He's
this
out.
game. Oh,
He's
he's out.
out.
Okay.
He's out for the club. Yeah,
It's going to
he
be.
didn't. He's not ready yet.
It's definitely going to be a setup for what the Patriots can do on defense in
Yeah,
regards to holding top tier receivers, seeing what they can do, holding that run game. You
exactly.
know, because Joe Flacco, he's been here a long time. I mean, he
Yeah.
knows the Patriots defense. He's seen it all.
Well,
So,
plus Jamar Chase is out. Jamar Chase is out as well
oh, is he
because of
suspended
this.
from the spit?
Yeah, yeah.
Got you.
Um, so next we have Seattle and Titans, which I'm taking Seattle.
I got Seattle.
That's an easy one.
Absolutely.
Jaguars Cardinals, taking the Jags.
Yep. Jaggies.
Um, this one's kind of a toss up. Browns Raiders. I think the Browns are going to win it because the Raiders are just terrible.
I got the Browns as well.
Um, um, Eagles Cowboys. I'm taking the Eagles.
I'm taking the Eagles too, but it's more or less one of the things where it's kind of like what Cowboys team are you going to get? Um,
Yeah,
they came out fired up last week, and they did what they were supposed to do. But at the end of the day, we haven't seen that really from them too much. Like Dak
yeah,
Prescott really went out there, he slung that rock. He
yeah,
did the big name stuff. So
yeah, yep. Falcons Saints.
I
It's
got Falcons,
kind of a coin flip. I'm taking the Falcons as well.
100%.
Bucks Rams, and that's a great game right there. I'm gonna take the Rams.
I got the Rams too. Are they
Um,
playing in LA?
yes,
Okay,
yes. And then the Monday, come on, computer, Monday night game. That should, I mean, it'll be a good one. Panthers and Niners. Panthers are playing good football.
100%.
Um, Niners are playing phenomenal football as well. I'm gonna take the Niners.
Yeah, I got the Niners. I mean, you got Brock Purdy back. You got George Kittle,
Yeah,
who's popping
yeah,
back up into his roles. You got
yeah,
McCaffrey. I don't know how you
yeah,
stop McCaffrey, honestly. And
yeah.
then
No, you don't. You don't.
with Jennings and
Yeah,
having their depth now, a kind of receiver, it's showing what team they could really be.
yeah,
And I think that's why the 49ers are going to take it.
yep.
But
That's it.
alrighty, well, with that being said, we're going to go and wrap it up. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Thank you for the comments, and we will catch you on probably middle of next week. We'll
Yep.
find a day and we'll slap it up. Jake, thank you
Yep.
again, Bubba.
I appreciate you guys. Later, guys.
Laters.